right, coming up next, it is a welterweight showdown between the Nigerian nightmare Kamaru Usman and George Rush St. Pierre. Well, DC, like Frank Sinatra, this man has done it his way. The former UFC welterweight and middleweight champion, George Rush St. Pierre. A lot of people believe pound for pound, DC, GSP is the best they've ever seen.
Yes, because he was able to mix everything together so well. When he was fighting a wrestler, he was able to keep the fight standing. When he was fighting a striking specialist, he was able to take him to the ground. His jiu-jitsu and just his full-on MMA game was something that we had never seen in the UFC before. Won the UFC championship at middleweight after being away for 4 years. Just showed how special George St. Pierre truly is.
In terms of MMA application of wrestling, no one has done it better than George Rush St. Pierre. Well, they are not knocking the D2 National Wrestling Championship anymore because now Kamaru Usman has some UFC gold to go with it. A huge effort to dethrone Tyron Woodley not all that long ago, and now Usman's got that target on his back.
And he also has an undying belief in himself. He believes that through all the hard work, the result will show when he steps in the octagon. He has underrated striking. And because everyone fears his wrestling, a lot of his striking opportunities open up even more. But the moment Usman grabs you, he can control you in a way that not many guys in the UFC can. We saw that in the Woodley fight. We saw it in the Dos Anjos fight. That's why he is the best fighter at 170 pounds.
And when your bout agreement says Kamaru Usman on it, get ready for
grab a lunch pill.
25
grab your lunch pill.
Might need a helmet too if that's allowed. Kamaru Usman getting ready to go here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. GSP is 6 years his senior. The reach is identical. All right, now for the particulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Mergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 26 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, George Rush St. Pierre. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 20 wins, 3 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, Kamaru, the Nigerian nightmare, Usman.
All right, commit to the rules in the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, back up. You ready? You ready?
All right, so the fight is now underway. On one side, we have a fighter who does everything well, taking on a true grappler on the other side. Going to be interesting to see how long he can keep it up with.
I mean, Damian Maia may be the most specialist type of grappler in the UFC. This guy resembles him in a number of ways. Let's see how he manages this fight against a guy that can do just about everything inside the octagon.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Good shit.
He's hurt. He's hurt.
And And he connects there with a punch, so pretty good striking display by him thus far.
He throws everything so straight and so accurate.
And they separate.
Left hand punch in the clinch.
Oh, good job defensively to block the strike there by GSP. A lot of power on display from Kamaru Usman as he lands it.
Oh, nice double leg, yes.
All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
St. Pierre's attempting a rear naked choke now.
He is doing a really good job of relaxing, not panicking because he's getting choked.
His opponent's got double hooks in now under the chin.
It's starting to get deep.
Nicely done. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, it's a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Oh.
He's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
So the numbers continuing to pile up here. 33 total strikes have landed for Kamaru Usman. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Beautiful strike.
GSP gets hit with that hook shot there. He's got to be careful to not allow the offense to follow up here. Round two straight ahead. All right, let us look back at some of the action from that previous round. DC punches in bunches.
I mean, over and over, he landed that big punch, and every time he landed it, he got the reaction that he was looking for. His opponent really did start to take notice every time he was loading that strike up.
It's the control on the ground that's one of this fight. He cannot hold you down. You're controlling every aspect of the fight.
All right, round two. Oh, there he goes, attacking that lead leg to the outside. Nasty kick there.
Nasty leg kick. You gotta slow down your opponent. He knew his opponent wanted to move a lot tonight. This is the first step in getting him to slow down and fight at your pace.
Nice punch there by George St. Pierre. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. St. Pierre gets stung by that leg kick. And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
If your opponent has you in the clinch, pulling down on your head, landing punch after punch, you have got to clear that collar tie, reach, and now he's going to try to attack Kamaru here. It's in there deep. There you go.
Not tapping out tonight.
That's it, free the legs.
Both fighters get up now. Tried to set up the straight left, but he missed. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Usman gets touched by that kick there. All right, he engages in a single. Oh, nice scramble by him there. Takedown defense on point. He is a master in transition. All right, so a near-perfect entry there, and finally he gets his first takedown of the fight, and they say if at first you don't succeed, try again.
Now, the guy's attacking the triangle. He finds himself in trouble because he got a little bit lazy in the full guard.
Looks like he's trying to manipulate the head. This could be tight.
I was trying
And he's out. 90 seconds now to go in this one. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. All right, side control now. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound.
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter. He's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful. St. Pierre's back in half guard. He's very comfortable here. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips.
Right to side control, yep. Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, there's the horn, and what a round it was. DC, take us through the replays.
Punch after punch. He landed him at will. He went right at his opponent, got in his face, and showed, this is my octagon. We are going to dance to the beat of my tune.
Sit down, sit down. You gotta take this next round back, okay? I just want you to think about striking. That's it.
You ready? You ready?
Third round underway.
Big punch lands through the middle.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever. The hip toss as he takes him down. Now we'll see what he can do with it.
Right into side control.
Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over. These guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold, and it's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold him, know when to fold him.
Yep,
There you go.
absolutely.
Oh, he postured up there.
Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by GSP. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
Now Usman really getting the ground and pound going, DC. You got to hip escape. You got to do something to get out of harm's way.
You have to move. You have to be doing something. Usman's one of the best grapplers from the top that you've ever seen. Unbelievable awareness. Knows how to control the hips. He doesn't give you any outs when he's on top of you.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Oh, man. This ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates this space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off his back. Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter.
Usman's back in full now. 30 seconds now to go in the round. Good work from the top here by Usman. Full guard now, DC.
For the top fighter,
All right, so he's got his head here looking to set up the guillotine choke now.
he's attacking guillotine.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, so for one fighter, the round mercifully comes to an end as we look back at some of the action. What a display of ground and pound.
It's his calling card. It's exactly what he's known for. He's known as a brutal ground and pound fighter, and he showed you just then why he's known as that in the MMA sphere. He's the guy that if he gets you down, he will dominate you with positioning and brutal, nasty ground and pound.
Well, the left hook has been there at times, not that time.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Stuffs the takedown there. Hip tosses him down. Now we'll see if he can advance position.
I mean, right into side control.
All right, feet on the hips here. Lands with a right hand. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Nice hammer fist. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
Back to the feet now. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
Left hand punch from the clinch.
Just misses with the left hook. .90 seconds now to go in the round.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting him up now.
Real quick leg kick.
Under a minute now to go. Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does. Oh, and now he slams him to the ground.
A beautiful single leg takedown, lifted him in the air, and put him down. Oh, that uppercut hook.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without it. Now we are on the ground. Now he is in his wheelhouse. We'll see if he can get one of his submissions to pop here tonight. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks. Oh, you gotta watch him attacking submissions. He throws.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
All right, here we go with our next round. His opponent is going to need some Motrin later tonight. How about all those strikes to the head he absorbed in the previous round?
He is not moving his head. He's trying to walk forward. He's a pressure fighter, sure, but he's trying.
Oh, now going to the judo throw. He ends up in side control. A lot of options for him here.
Yeah, he can go ground and pound, or he can chase submission.
Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
All right, got to be careful playing around inside his guard.
Absolutely, John. That's why you don't sit in a full guard. When you sit in a full guard, it gives these guys too many opportunities to chase submissions, and now he's jumping on a triangle.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try. Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle.
out. All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, operating inside the closed guard now. Back to the feet now. St. Pierre gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit, but he got caught there. Stuffs that takedown attempt. He tosses him to the mat. Now we'll see what he can do from here, DC.
Right into side control. He's going to try to control him, then find a submission. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
1.5 minutes left.
Oh, man, that was slick.
St. Pierre ground and pound from half guard now. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are, because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs, and if a person isn't very understanding of that,
he jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock, and if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle.
Watch triangle, watch triangle. Right now, it looks like he may be trying to set up an arm triangle choke. He needs to secure the left arm, push it across, and secure it with his head.
All right, so the fight goes the distance. Both guys had their moments, but there was a striking advantage, albeit slight, and perhaps that'll be enough for him to get his hand raised tonight.
It should be enough. I mean, when you watch the fight, you understand that you are watching two of the best mixed martial artists in the world. But it did look like he did just enough to earn a competitive decision.
The official decision is now in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. For the winner by split decision, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare!
Wow, so there he is, your winner by the narrowest of margins. Only 3 scorecards in the world matter. 2 of them thought he won.
I mean, you could tell that he wasn't sure he had got enough done to win the fight. He gets a decision. It was a very close fight, and it's well earned.